Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the webinar. If you are a business owner, you're in HR, safety, marketing, or any other role that has something to do with the business reopening that's going on right now across the country, then this is a webinar that's super crucial for you to watch. We see the end of this lockdown in sight, and it's important that we are preparing ourselves right now. So as soon as our state, our area is opened up, we're able to run. We have been, locked down, businesses have been affected. So this is important right now to just go for it. So I want you to be in compliant with what you need to do to be able to open your doors. I know a mistake that I made when this first happened with COVID, and it was like February, and they were saying like COVID, or they were actually saying more coronavirus at the time. And my neighbor was like freaking out about it. And she's like, Shana, pay attention, Shana, pay attention. And I was like, it's just like the flu. It's just like the flu. Like, I'm not worried about it. I did not worry about it, even though she was in my ear. She was in my ear yapping and like, you gotta go buy stock. You have to go buy supplies because things are getting bought at the store. And I was like, there's gonna be plenty. I'm not gonna worry about it. Like, I was refusing to be in fear. And then they announced that morning that we're getting shut down at midnight that night. And I was like, oh, I better listen. Like, I can't believe this. Run to the store to get some groceries and stuff for my family to at least get us through for, a couple of weeks or more. And there's hardly anything there. There's like no toilet paper, no paper towels, like all the things. Like I was like, oh, I'll just get spaghetti, and I could only get noodles and no sauce. So I'm sure that y'all have been here too, couldn't get the things that you want. And that's why I am doing this webinar for you, so that you can get ahead of that. So you're not the ones that are last in line and they're going without, and you cannot open your business because you're not in compliance. Make sense? Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to, when you leave, I want you to leave knowing how the states that are opening first are doing it for businesses, right? So that we're looking ahead of what other states are doing. So if your state's not opening yet, like ours is California, we're probably one of the last ones to open, you are seeing what everybody else is doing. So you're getting all your ducks in a row ready to go. I want you to know how and what you need to train your employees on before you open up, what you need to screen your employees each day on to make sure that they are safe and your whole team is safe and your clients so they can come into your business, what retail to go is and what you need to do to be compliant with it, why you need to start right now, how we can help you get these items done quickly and easily so we're taking the stress off of your hands, because we've been working through this whole COVID thing and dealing with these different scenarios and products and trying to get things in line for our clients. So we're already in the trenches. We are far ahead of anything that you're doing. So let us help you get through this. And then if you wait till the end, I have a special offer for you to help you through this time. My name is Shana Anderson-Nute. I'm the president of Spitfire Advertising, and we are a full service agency. We've been in business almost 2 decades. We do several different things. So anything that you're thinking of that's like marketing or promotions or advertising, then we can handle that for you. And if we don't, then I can help steer you in the right direction to do that. So just an idea of some of the things we do is graphic design, the PPE products and other branded merchandise, the signage, care packages, digital marketing, whether it's like your websites and updating to your COVID message, to your listings you have online and updating those, your social media, and doing your safety programs, your customer and team loyalty through this, and much, much more. So what I want you to do is grab paper and pencil, because you're going to want to either take screenshots or notes or a combination of both so that you are ready to go. I know that a lot of people right now thinking about coming out, they're scared, they're angry, they're frustrated, and some are just like, hallelujah, like, let's do this already. I want to ensure that you are doing things correctly, right? So that you are going to be able to open. So one of the positive things about us being in California is we were one of the first states to go into lockdown. So with that, when my friends across the country and my clients across the country were like, oh, a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks after us, we're saying, okay, we're going to lockdown now. And now this is going to happen and that's going to happen. Like, I can't go to the PO box and I'm not going to get mail. And I'm like, no. Like, as I was there before them, I could say, that's not what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. And putting their minds at ease, because instead of all the scared tactics in their head about the what ifs, and like, no, it looks like this is how it looks like, this is what's going to happen, this is what's offering to you. Because I had already learned about the grant and the PPP and the EIDL and all of these things that they were freaking out about now, because they didn't think that it was going to affect them. And now it was a harsh reality that there's not a notice. All of a sudden you're just going down and your whole world is going to change. So why are the different states opening? And the reason they're giving is because they want to stimulate the economy while containing the spread of the virus. And that's why they are opening this up, not as a light switch where they're just flipping it back on. They're doing it as a dimmer switch, right? So with me thinking, okay, I was in California, one of the first ones to be locked down. I can help all of my clients and my customers across the US who are behind me on this journey. Now the reverse is true, because California is going to be one of the last ones out, I would think. And with that, now I'm going the other way. I have researched and talked to my friends and clients in other areas that are opening up. And I'm said, hey, what about this? What about that? How is this looking? Researching, especially Texas. I think Texas is doing a great job communicating what they're doing, putting their plan out. So thinking about what they're doing and seeing what they're doing, because that is going to be an example of what probably is going to happen every place else across the country. Remember, it varies from state to state, right? So this is just a guideline based on what we're seeing. It is not legal advice or all the other disclaimers we have to give, but this is what I'm seeing and I believe to be true as of this moment, based on conversations I'm having and research that I've done, because I want to help you. So they're saying that we're opening in three phases. There's no timeline in between how long each phase lasts. And actually this morning I heard that they may be adding more phases into it. So like everything with COVID, it changes from hour to hour or day by day, right? So we're only going to look at phase 1, because that's all that matters to us right now, is this first phase. And that's one that we're starting to go with. So phase 1, this is when the larger venues, like your movie theaters, your churches, your arenas, they're going to be opening. They're going to have strict social distancing protocols. And if they can't do the strict social distancing, then they cannot be in groups of 10 or more, or 11 or more, because it has to be 10 or less. They're going to be opening up the parks, the ballparks, but everybody there has to wear facial coverings. Golf courses will be open. Remember, this is state to state, so we'll see how each state goes, but golf courses will be open. It'll just be one player per cart. There's going to be elective surgeries. Now the gyms, and just so you know, researching that, even the gym owners are like excited and shocked that they got cleared. And to me, and they don't even know, like, to me, I'm like, how are you going to make this a safe spot in the gyms? Thinking like, I have a gym membership and I know how it all works. And I'm thinking, how are you going to make that safe so I feel comfortable coming into your gym? And researching that, they still have no idea. They're still trying to figure that out. They're thinking maybe they're going to have a quota capacity. Maybe they're going to have to do testing before the members go in. Maybe they're going to stagger who can go in. Maybe, like they're going to shut down certain machines, so there's certain spaces, or maybe it's only a few people allowed in each room. And there's a lot of different scenarios in my head on what they're going to do. They haven't figured it out yet either. So then now let's think about the employers. So you employers, and that's who we're talking to today. That's you, right? You have, or you're an executive or somebody who's helping facilitate this reopening. You are encouraged to continue remote working and phasing in your workforce. Your common areas are supposed to be closed unless you can do social distancing in those areas and enforce them. So I've talked to some of my clients and friends who are at like Intel, Adobe, GitLab, these bigger companies, and I'm like, okay, so how are you doing? What are you doing? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? And basically what is being said to me over and over and over again is, we are going to be so careful coming back in and bringing our teams in and bringing clients in, because the guilt and the lawsuit, if somebody gets COVID in our space, and a lot of these big businesses are like fully contained, right? That they're all using the same elevators, they're all using the same bathrooms, everybody's in this area. So they said they would feel so much guilt and lawsuit if something happens to one of their employees, that they're going to be very, very, very careful through that. And so I don't care what size business you are, like, please, please, please have that same mindset. So what the other states are saying and showing is, before any employees can return to your location, whether that's an office or a retail store or whatever that is, all of your employees need to be trained on a cleaning procedure and your hand hygiene and your respiratory etiquette. Every day, your employees, before they walk into your office, your store, your building, every employee has to be screened every single day. They cannot open up the door and walk into your lobby without this. So they have to be checked for a new or worsening cough, shortness of breath, they have a sore throat, have they lost taste or smell? Do they feel feverish? Are they measuring a temperature greater than 100 degrees Fahrenheit? Have they knowingly been in contact with a person who is lab confirmed to have COVID-19? Any employee who meets any of this criteria needs to be sent home. They are not allowed to be in. And then upon entering, so now they've cleared, that employee has cleared. So upon entering the business, the employees must wash their hands or sanitize. So you have to have that available, like right inside the door. Like, it can't be across the building. It can't be far away. Like, you need to have that as soon as they come in the door, because you don't want to bring anything into your office. All the employees must wear face coverings, and employees must maintain at least 6 feet of separation. So let's think through, how are you going to do this to be compliant? So having an area outside for your wellness checks, having a tented area, so it's protecting the employees that are inside from, the rain, the sun. It's a designated area that everybody knows to go to. It's right by the front, so nobody can sneak past and walk into the building. Like, having that here in that area, I think, is a no-brainer and where it needs to be. And what I'm thinking about this, because the way that things have already had this supply and demand ratio, meaning more demand than supply on a lot of things that we have that are necessity, these tents to do these medical tents in these areas, these are gonna go fast, and we're gonna have trouble getting them back in. So if this is the route you want to go and you don't have another solution, then we need to get this ordered and going for you right now, because I honestly believe that they are going to just be gone. The PPE items that you will need. So we have multiple manufacturers that we have worked with for years, who we are getting and sourcing our PPE products from for our clients. So sometimes we can do branded, sometimes we can't, depending on supply and demand. Everything right now with PPE items changes, I swear, by the hour. It's not even by the day right now. So inventory, one morning we could get the notification from one of our manufacturers like, hey, we have 50,000 hand sanitizer, and within an hour, 2 hours, they're gone. So this is something that you have to have us start working on right now, because the lead times can be longer with these items, getting it in, trying to hit things as soon as they come in, all of these things that me and my team, it's a moving target, right? And it is something that our manufacturers are really talking to us about every single day. And we're on constant phone calls all day long, figuring out what the stock is, when is it coming in, how can we do this, who's got the best prices and quantities, and all of these things that you don't even want to be part of this nightmare. You don't. but these are things that we can help you with. There's also the other side of it where you don't want to be scammed, because that's also happening. All of a sudden we'll get emails from, oh, look, we're a brand new supplier, that we're doing these and we can get these for your clients, and we're part of this industry now that we're a part of. And then I've heard from, some of our competitors that they're like, I just got scammed for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had 3 orders that I ordered through here and never delivered. They don't answer the phone. They weren't even a real company. So that's something that, I have turned down things that my clients have sent me, like, hey, a competitor of yours sent me this email, like, I want to order through you. Can you get this for me? And I could figure out who they were getting that from. And I was like, I won't touch it. It's not worth it. Like, I'm not putting my reputation, my integrity on the line just to make some money right now, and then have you lose money and you hate me because I have put you in a bad situation. I have made it so you've lost money. So I have turned down a lot during this whole time that I'm like, I'm not putting my name on that. I'm not doing that. My competitor, go ahead all day long. Hope it works out well. But I'm not doing that, because really it's my job to protect you. So thinking about the PPE items, you need to have your disposable thermometer strips, because I'm saying disposable because you put it on, you take it off, it goes away. I know some people are asking for the reusable thermometer. I don't want you to touch me with a reusable thermometer, and I know a lot of people probably feel the same way. So use that disposable thermometer strip, do the custom branded mask. And I'm saying branding, right? Because that also is helping you advertise your business through all this. And I have a great source, USA Made, doing these, one of my manufacturers, and they're getting them out quickly, and they do a great job. So definitely the branded. I think that advertises your business while you're out. And also, if anybody happens to sneak in your building and they don't have the branded mask, you're like, wait, you're not a Synopsis employee or whatever your company is, and all you're seeing is like their eyes. So it's not like you're doing facial recognition right now either. Number 3 is the disposable gloves. Number 4, having that hand sanitizer or hand sanitizing station, right? Or a place with soap and water for them to wash their hands for 20 seconds as soon as they walk in the building. Now, a lot of my customers have asked for the hand sanitizing stations. The issue we're having with that is, yeah, we can get you, the equipment to put the hand sanitizer in, but all of that hand sanitizer is gone. So honestly, I feel like having a table with the hand sanitizer, giving your employees the individual ones, doing something like this is much better than you trying to figure out right now, with the craziness of all this, how to have a hand sanitizing piece of equipment that you put the hand sanitizer in. The disinfecting wipes are another thing. And then we talked about how you're checking each employee as they come in, right? So how are you logging that? How are you knowing, like me? Okay, so Shana, our employee Shana, just came in, and yesterday she had a cough. Is it worse? Is it better? Do I know to look for that? Is she trying to hide it? You have to have a log. You want that log to protect yourself too, and so you can see who can come in, who can't, who you're checking on, and also as a part of showing that you care for your employees, the manager should have, the manager of that person should check on it. Like if they got sent home because they don't feel good, like, okay, Shana got sent home, she doesn't feel good, she has a fever, like just watch her, just check on her, let her know that we're thinking about her and we care. Make sense? Okay. So next slide. The signage you'll need. Okay, and then the signage. So the signage you're going to need, thinking through this, you're going to need social distancing floor signs. So think about what you've already seen when you go to the grocery store. You're going to need the floor signs in your lobby, your wellness check areas, your elevators. If you can do one-way halls through your building like the grocery store has, so people aren't walking in the same halls, that would be great and would really show that you're trying to protect them. And then anywhere throughout the building to have the social distancing signs would be something that I think is very much needed and going to be required. The portable signs where you're closing off common areas, there's social distancing requirements, do not enter if, and you can put those outside of your building and also, in the inside in the areas that are needed. Move them around as you're needed, because we don't know what's going to happen in the additional phases, but I think that it'll be like slowly coming down on some of these things. So you're going to continue to use these in other phases. Your hygiene and wall signs, you could use this for the rest of your days because this is something that's never going to go away, is that you need to have your hygiene and wall signs. You're using them on your walls, your bathroom mirrors, your elevators, your area closures, and then your business operations signs. So what are the new hours? Is your business doing curbside pickup? Are there any restrictions in business that people need to know as soon as they are walking into your business? Now, the ones that are shown here, these are all stock art that we have created for you, but we can do custom art for you as well. So, you can say, hey, Shana, on the social distancing sign, I like the round and the please keep a distance of 6 feet in blue, but our brand colors are orange. Can you just switch that to orange? Absolutely. Can you put our logo on it? Absolutely. I want something totally custom, but like that shape, or if you want something completely custom, we can do that too. We just want to make sure that you're being protected right now. And then thinking about your public displays, right? So what are you communicating to the public? You want it to be easy to see from a distance. You want it to be noticed so that people know exactly what to do and there is no confusion. So in your brick and mortar locations, you're going to have large banners outside your business. If you want customers to come in, you want to announce, we now have curbside pickup. We are now open. Here's our hours, like something that's drawing them in. You could put specials out there. What are the things to get them to come into your business, or that you want to relay to your employees that you'll need? Now think about also on your website and your digital platforms. So you need to have a special area on your homepage to communicate your COVID-19 advocacy. So what are you doing that's essential? What are your hours? Are you doing curbside pickup? How are you keeping everybody safe? How is this affecting your business, your customer service, the length of time things are taking to deliver or ship? Also thinking about changing your hours on Google My Biz and Yelp and these other areas online on your social media. You need to post that essential information so it is at just the fingertips of your team and your clients, so they know what's going on with you. And if you have no idea what to do in these parts and you want help, just reach out and we will help you figure out what to say, what to do, where to do it. The listings we can help update, and while we're updating your listings, we can clean them up as well, because that's something a lot of businesses need. So that, I think, was going to be something that's very important for you to do. So thinking online and offline in that area to protect and advertise what's going on with your business. Sneeze guards. We're starting to get a lot of companies asking for sneeze guards. So how are you going to make a client and an employee interaction, or two employees interacting in a meeting? How are you going to make that safe? And again, this is another thing that I think is going to have more demand than supply. So if you're going to do these, you want this, you need to do it right away. And then thinking through how people are feeling, and also how important it is to build relationships right now through this and show you care, and also creating experiences. So right now is the time to be sending gifts, where you're tying in this like lockdown world, and soon to be like I'm opening my business, into virtual worlds. So it's going to be a while until your customers and your team feel confident about going out to your place, right? They want to feel safe before they get there. So tying in that branded physical product to your virtual is creating experiences that are going to be more memorable and give you a higher perceived value in their mind and a deeper relationship than anything that you've done before, because where we're at in our mindset right now is completely different than the normal time frame, the normal life that we're living. So the first option I'm showing is doing like a virtual game night. So this is such a fun time for this, because you can send out the branded barrel cup, and we'll fill it for you with some delicious treats, and then some dice and some game ideas, and you can schedule out when you want to do that. We'll put a card with this, and we can have different dates and times listed in advance so that they just can jump on and do it. The second idea is to do, people love their coffee, right? So do coffee with a coffee cake. You're sending that out. You send out this invitation, like you're going to have virtual coffee together. You can do this in like big groups on Zoom, or you can have virtual coffee with just a small team, a department. You could have it with just one-on-one with certain people on certain days, but you're sending this out to them with the invitation, like, hey, let's have coffee. Let's have a coffee date together. And then the third idea is online ice cream social. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of people who are eating a lot of ice cream right now. So really follow this trend and do an online ice cream social. So the ice cream scoop is branded, right? And then we have it so that you can, we'll send this out, we'll send out something to them and they order their ice cream, it gets delivered, and you have this whole ice cream social where you're interacting with each other. You can tell them your reopening plans. You can fill them in with how you're going to protect them and how, and give them even some incentives to shop with you if you're doing any of these with your clients. Now is a great time to do that. And then sending care packages. I've sent care packages through this. I've had my clients send care packages. I've had clients call me and message me and were like, you put me into tears. Like, you get what I'm going through. You totally understand. And it was nice to get something from the outside world. Nice to know somebody's thinking about me. Like, you are amazing. So this is an example of one that we created. It is important to show that you care over just worrying about sales. So on this one, you see that we have the purple box and we fill it with the crinkle paper. And then inside we would do the branded mask. And then we would do the wipes, the hand sanitizer, a squeeze ball, a stress ball, right? Notice that what the hashtag is the company name and then strong after, because we really want to do like this, like we're in this together, we're strong, it's inspiring. We did a stylus pen because we don't want our teams and our clients to touch things with their fingers. So it has a stylus on the end. If they have to sign a receipt, we want that pen side to it. And then next to that it's a greeting card. So on the outside, it has the branding for the company. It has an inspiring hashtag. Everything goes together. Open it up. On the inside is a letter from the CEO, right? Just being motivating and kind and, really touching them and showing that you care. So one thing that I think a lot of people have forgotten through this whole thing is that people are watching you. They're seeing how you as an individual and how your business is acting through this. And that's either going to repel them from you or magnetize them to you. So when you come out of this, this is going to help you either have more clients or less clients. So I really hope that you are doing things that are making it so that people are being drawn to you. Okay, so now the next section is the retail stores. I told you that I'm going to teach you about the retail to go, what's happening in the other states. So this is the section. So with retail to go, all the patrons can either pick up the items from outside, they cannot go in the store, or have everything delivered by mail or delivered to their doorstep. That's it. That's the only thing in phase 1 that they're saying they're going to be able to do. So what are the requirements? All payments have to be done either on the phone or on the internet, if possible. If there has to be any contact, it should be minimized if you cannot do a remote payment. And then if they're picking up the item, so that purchased items need to be delivered by an employee to the back seat or the trunk of the customer's vehicle whenever possible, and minimizing physical contact with the customer. The employees must wash or sanitize their hands after each interaction with a customer, and whenever possible, they need to disinfect anything that touched that customer. And then if they're delivering to a customer's doorstep, that purchased item should be delivered by an employee or third-party carrier to the customer's doorstep only, not allowing them to go inside the house or inside the business. And then if they're delivering by mail, then the purchase items is only delivered by mail without customer contact. The customer should wash or sanitize their hands after they have received this. So how are you going to do this? Let's think through this. So you need to have, if you're doing where they can come, the retail to go, where they can come and pick up, you have to have your curbside area, right? Which really needs to be clear where it is. It needs to be a designated area that's easy to see. It has to provide shelter from the sun, from the rain, to protect your products and your employees. Now, again, remember supply and demand. These are going to go fast, and they're going to be out of stock, and they're going to have longer lead times. And when they're trying to rush it in, is what I'm seeing right now, when they're trying to rush things in, then they're going to, the price gets higher, right? Because they're having to do these quicker, faster, you know, and a lot of times right now with skeleton crews, so it's even harder to get it out in time. So you have the PPE items. The PPE items that you're going to need are the disinfecting wipes, the custom branded masks. And I'm saying custom branded on here because I'm thinking like, okay, so you go into a store where they aren't wearing uniforms, right? It's a store that you don't wear a uniform. What is preventing somebody who doesn't have the right intentions? So I'm talking about a bad person what's going to prevent them from walking up to a car that your client is sitting in, waiting for you to bring out their order and pretending like they're with your service, right? And then doing something to them. So if you have the branded mask, right? And you can even say that on your website, and when they place their orders, like, okay, one of our team members will come to you, they'll be in uniform. So, you know, do shirts that are branded with a uniform, and then the branded mask. So, you know, they know only to talk to those people. Then the next is the disposable gloves. And the last is the hand sanitizer or hand sanitizing stations, or a place to wash their hands with soap for 20 seconds or more. Now think through the signage. Okay, so what signage you're going to need through all this? The social distancing signs, right? So for your staff, to remind them to stay 6 feet apart, right? If somebody decides to get out of their car and walk up, like, what is that sign on the ground that says stand here, don't walk past here, because you don't want them to get too close to your employees. Then thinking through the walls, or the hygiene and wall signs. So again, for your walls, your bathroom mirrors, areas that are closed. Moving over to the curbside pickup sign. Your curbside pickup needs to tell your clients to stay in their vehicles, mark the area where they're supposed to be parking, advertising that you're having curbside pickup, stating your social distancing requirements. How do they pick up their order once they're there? Do they text a certain number? Like, those are the things you need to think through. And we can help you with this if you get stuck or you need help, and then have the signs that are appropriate for you. And then the business operation signs, those are signs talking about your new store hours, your curbside pickup, your restrictions in business that are going on right now, and so on. And then as far as your public displays, so thinking through retail to go, what public displays do you have to have, and seeing what other states are saying that they want them to have now. Then you need large banners, right, for your retail location. Outside of your business, big, large, drawing your customer in, showing your hours, curbside pickup, that you're open, because it's, you know, people are trying to figure out, are they open, are they not open? Make it obvious. Put a special up there that you have. Draw them in. You want them to come back into the business, right? You want them to buy from you more often. So how are you going to do that? You can do that through the signage as well. On your website, also a great place, and you need to be doing things on the website and your digital platforms. Have a way for them to pay on the website. No contact is a thing. We still don't want any contact, so paying on the website. Have a special area on your homepage of your website communicating your COVID-19 advisory notice. That's super essential. People are going to websites instead of calling and trying to figure these things out, so have it right there for them. Instructions about how your retail to go is working. How are you doing that? How are they supposed to work with that? What are the frequently asked questions to what's going on in your business and things going right now? What hours are you open? How are you keeping them safe? If they come to you, they want to know, am I going to be safe when I'm there? How is what's going on affecting your customer service, the length of time that things will happen? Also on in the other areas of your platforms digitally. So On your Google My Biz, are you changing your hours? Then you need to put it there. On your social media, what's going on that they need to know at a glance when they're on your Facebook page or your Instagram page? Like, what do they need to know that you're like, hey, it's all right here, easy for you. And you're going to have to consistently be updating this as we come out of lockdown and through the different phases. So I know it's a lot. If you need help, let us know. It's something we can definitely help you with, because we know that it's time consuming, and really what your focus needs to be is bringing your business back, right? This is a perfect time right now to create loyalty with customers through gifts, through coupons, through specials. I am hearing and starting to see, and we'll assume that this will continue, that discounts on products and services to entice people to come into your shop, into your office to spend money with you is just, we're going to see it everywhere, because we need to get the economy going again. We know that people have been hurting because they've lost their jobs during this and things have happened. So we need to help them, right? And that helps us. You want those customers to come back sooner rather than later. And to do that, you need to have the incentives in place to do that. Like a refer a friend with a buy one, get one, to give one to a friend offer. Not buy one, get one. You can do that too, but buy one, give one. So you're trying to do like a referral program into your business. Give discounts, packaged special. So if you get this with this, you get a special price. A free PPE item that you can gift to them. Right? There's lots of ideas that we can do to help you get more sales into your business right now. And then you're going to put these items into the package when it's delivered to the client, and add a thank you note, making it personal, totally key. Because you want them to know that you truly care about them, and you want to incentivize them to spend more with you, incentivize them to do a referral, incentivize them to post things online because it's Instagram worthy and they want to tell their friends about it. One thing that I'm noticing is that a lot of people are being very sensitive. I'm a small business too. So they're being very sensitive to, hey, I want to help small businesses. So, which is such a great mindset. And so it's like the kindness that's going on right now at the world is amazing. So thinking about that and how you can say, hey, we would love your help. Would you help us? But also rewarding them for doing that. Also add a note to what you're giving them to make sure that you remind them to sanitize their hands and wipe off the item that they're giving, so that you're helping them also control the COVID-19. Okay, so this is what we covered. I think you should feel, a lot better than going into this about what you have to have. I hope I gave you some clarity on what to expect and what you need. I tried to think through a lot of it for you, and all of these things that I showed you are things that we can help you with, that we can create for you, that we can do online with you. So making this simple and easy for you. Right? So we talked about how the states that are opening first are doing it for business, what you need to train your employees on before you open and they can come in, what you need to screen your employees on each day, what is retail to go and how do you stay compliant, why you need to start right now, and how we can help you get these items done quickly and easy. Like we have the expertise, we have these at our fingertips, so it's much easier for us to do them than trying to spin your wheels trying to do it yourself. I also had promised you a special offer. So I want to tell you that right now I am throwing you a lifesaver to prevent you from drowning. Remember my neighbor I was telling you about in February and early March, who's like, go to the store, get some stuff, it's going away. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Okay. I want you to worry about it. I don't want you to be me in the beginning of all of this stuff. Like, right? And then it's too late when you go. So right now I'm throwing you this lifesaver. I'm saying, please grab this. Do not drown. It's your time to make a decision. Are you going to take it? Because if you wait and you delay the time that you are going to need, that we are going to need to get these created for you, and you're just going to keep getting bumped to the back of the line, and I don't want you to have that. I don't want that to happen to you. I 100%, 1,000% believe, with everything that's going on and seeing what our day-to-day life is right now, getting products to our clients, that there is going to be major stock issues. I mean, don't believe me? Think about hand sanitizer, toilet paper, yeast, all the other things that you've wanted and you cannot get. Demand is greater than supply, and it's pushing out lead times, and it's increasing costs, and you are not going to be able to open if you can't be in compliant. And if you try to open without it, they're going to shut you down. So we've been through enough right now with our businesses, right? That we need to make sure we're being proactive and that we are taking care of the things in advance that we can take care of, so we can hit the ground running as soon as we're allowed to open. So remember, my company is Spitfire Advertising. We can help you with all these things. We're 5-star rated. Like, go on to Yelp, Facebook, Google My Biz. You find us anywhere. We're 5-star rated. We have great reviews. We've been in business for almost 20 years. We're at 18 years right now. So almost 20 years we've been in business. We're not going to steer you wrong. I have a lot of integrity. My reputation means more to me than any amount of money I could ever give. Like, this to me is so essential. And I want to help you, but I can only help you if you're helping yourself. So remember, we're a full service marketing agency where we do anything that you're thinking of that's like marketing, promotions, advertising. We do it. We can handle your graphic design, your PPE products, your signage, your care packages. We do the branded merch as well, your digital marketing, whether you're doing things on your website or you're cleaning up and updating your listings, your safety programs, your virtual and in-person events. So there's a lot of things that we handle, and we like everything to be fluid. We want to make your job easier. So, coming to one place and making everything match together and work together is really what our goal is for you. So here's the special deal for you, just for watching this, because I want to help and take care of you so you can take care of yourself, your customers, and your business. So just for watching this, I'm going to give you 10% off your order of $500 or more. When you contact us, you have to say, watch the webinar. I need the code I'm supposed to give you is COVID reopening. Just tell us that code. You will get 10% off your order of $500 or more. Simple, easy, right? I try to make that simple and easy for you. So don't wait. Don't wait. Every day that you're delaying ordering these essential items that you need to be in compliance is another day that's preventing you from reopening, and is costing you more and more and more money. And we all have been through enough and don't need to lose any more money because of what's going on. So get your business back on its feet as soon as the quarantine is lifted by taking advantage of that. If you have any questions, you need help with any of your projects, whatever is going on with you, just reach out. Redeem this special. Let's work on what you're doing, and let's get you so that you are compliant. As soon as your business is allowed to open, let's do that so you're not losing any more money. So my email address is here, the Shana at spitfireadvertising.com. You can call or text. My phone number is 408-400-0556. The website's up there. And yeah, I put the code back up here again. The COVID reopening is the code, remember, to get 10% off of your order of $500 or more. And that's it. That was a lot of information. So I hope you took good notes. If you have anything else that you want to talk to me about, please know that I am trying to help you and be a resource for you and make it so that your business bounces back quickly. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I will look forward to talking to you soon.